Words here again, and I've kind of finished actually what I'd started last time. Okay, as you can see, I've got my item in my right hand. I've picked it up off the ground, so I can hit enter, and now I have the option to store, like before, I believe. But now I can hit enter, I can put it in my bag, it's in the bag, and not only that, but from here I can actually hit enter and look at the item's stats and everything. This isn't fully realistic. I can seriously actually considered making it so that if I went into my bag and pulled an item out, it would, in my turn, put the item in my hand, and only from my hand it was going to be able to be viewed as like what it was and stuff. I decided that was kind of dumb in the end. I mean, I'm not trying to make this perfectly realistic. I actually kind of want to. I was actually like I'm trying to make this. I'm trying to consider the gameplay of it. You know, I'm trying to not just say like, I want it to be like real life. It's not like that. That's ridiculous. It's a video game. I'm trying to make it so that this is an interesting and intuitive way to do my inventory and something that's maybe a little different than what might have been done before. So basically, just experimenting partly for the sake of experimenting, which maybe isn't perfect in and of itself. It's not something that you necessarily want to do. But I can retrieve the item in any case. Puts it in my hand. I can also drop the item directly from the bag. That works. It's on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. And it's there. It's there. It exists. I can do that all dang day. And that's how the inventory system works. The only thing that's left really at this point is to add in the options to do stuff with the bag itself, because those are going to be, like I said before, they're going to be items. Actually, like you're going to be able to it's not just something that's attached to your character. It's something that I can, I should be able to bag. As you can see, I have the option here. It says drop on the bag itself, not on this, not on the item. That's because that's an item too. It's a different kind of item. It's not like a quippy, slashy item. It's a not a drinky potion thing. It's a bag. It's a goddamn bag. But you can drop it just the same, and it'll go on the floor. And then you can also pick them up, and they'll have all the items they had in them. In theory, that's not something that's implemented yet. So that's what I'm gonna do next, I think. Now I've got it to where it no longer displays the empty hands, so I can go straight to my bag. If I get an item, I look at my inventory, there it is, my right hand. This turned out to be somewhat complicated because those aren't actually on the same list, so I had to add some extra, different code for how it would handle pressing up and down on this specific menu. So it actually, right hand is option 0, left hand is option 1, and the first container I have is option 2, which obviously would present a problem because when I press down, it goes down 1, which should go from right hand 0 to 1, left hand. So I just told it to skip it if it's empty, which is actually pretty simple, really, but more complicated than you'd think at the same time. I don't know. It's just basically it skips it though, so that's nice. It's a lot better. I like that. It skips the item. Everything works here too. So I can go ahead and from here, I still need to get it to where, I don't know, I guess the next thing to do would probably just be to get to where you can actually hit a button to use an item, maybe? I don't know. I'm I'm on the fence about how exactly I want to go about that. I definitely want okay, so what I want is there might be actually separate buttons, because there might be, yeah, there should probably be a button for attack, where it's like, okay, I want to attack, and then it asks you, which direction you want to attack in. Maybe you press a button. This is me kind of rambling about what it is I haven't done yet, which might be all I get this episode because I've kind of run out of time again. I keep thinking I have more time on Wednesdays. Maybe I should switch this back to Wednesdays only. I don't know. But in any case, when you I want to switch it to where I want the idea to be that when I walk up to an enemy, I want to be able to hit a button, because this is going to be basically a roguelike style game, and it's going to be kind of complicated in that way, where you have all the hotkeys for all your options. There might actually be there might be a menu in the end. I don't know, where you press a button and it brings up just easy to use, like a menu more like this, where you can select an action and then select stuff like that, But I'd also, I'd at least also like there to be the action, keys, the quick keys for stuff. So maybe A, and then you press in a direction, and that attacks in that direction. Obviously, you'd have to be careful about that. You don't want to, maybe it won't actually work if you select to attack the air, probably. But in any case, so I've got to that, and I want to make it so that actually like this is another thing that I haven't done yet. I might implement it after I've finished this, and hope if I finish, I guess if I implement it fast enough, then we're good to go. Inventory, and I want to make it so that when I say get, no, I didn't have it. There wasn't anything there. Get. I want to make it so that when I go to get something, like even especially if there's like more than one item, I want it to actually have, so where like instead of right now it like I press get and it says what I want to get, I hit enter. Well, not even especially, actually I had said that, but not come to think of it. No matter what, I want it to be so that when I hit get, I want to make it so that it actually asks me where I want to put it. So it'll say right hand if or left hand if they're empty, or bag if that's an option. And also when I go to in my bag and I select an item, I want to be able to retrieve it into any into either hand too, I suppose. So that's something else to do. Another little update, and I don't want to go too far into this because it's not completely implemented, not gonna lie, but it is there enough that you can see it. So I'm gonna press G to get this item that's underneath me, and hopefully now it asks me where, just like if I had tried to put it someplace from my hand. And it actually says right hand or left hand. And I've actually removed my bag for this. I don't remember why I had to do that, but I did. No, I think I just tested this. I think if I press enter, no, okay, it doesn't crash. Press inventory, and it shows me our inventory. I have in my right hand a sword. I can hit enter, and all that works normally. I can't store it anywhere. That might even give me an error, so I don't want to go too far into that because I don't have a bag yet. I removed my bag, but well, actually, I can hit store and yes, I'm glad I went ahead and did this because now I can actually it asks me where I want to put it, and the options now include your any empty hand. So now if you have an item in your right hand, you want to put it in your left hand, you can now do that. And also if you pick an item up from the ground and now asks you where you want to put it, rather than just sort of putting it in an empty hand and telling you that your hands are full if they are. And in fact, I'm going to leave it to where if your hands are full, it's just assumed that your character is able to quickly put down whatever he's carrying or carry it in one hand and get the item that you're trying to get and then store it wherever you're storing it and then return to having his hands full. That's a thing you can do, and I don't think that your character is supposed to be a chimp. Maybe if you set your intelligence low enough, that will be a thing that happens, where your character literally does not think to put something down in order to pick something up. I don't know. But for now, that's how that works, which is a lot better. Hopefully it's less of an annoyance. It'll actually like let you pick something up pretty much no matter what, so long as you have some place to put it. If your hands are full, then your hands are full. If you don't have anything where to put it and both your hands are full, then obviously no, there's nowhere to put it, except unless you go ahead and drop something you're holding. But that's for another story, because then I might actually make it so that dropping might actually be more of a free action, which makes more sense. Normally that's how that works. So, but yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. You should click on like because inventory systems, and also you should subscribe because this is getting dangerously close to being exciting at all. And from there, just share this. I don't know, maybe somebody's super interested in this sort of thing, and they need to see this. I don't know. You tell me. Just you tell me, huh? Thanks for watching again, and see you guys next time.